Hey guys, what is up? Michael here, bringing you the first part of my Let's Play series for Borderlands 2. I did actually record the first 9 levels of this game, but all that shit failed. You know how electronics are. So, this is a Let's Play, but I do have to start it off. Ah, shit. I went into that fight unprepared. Let me throw So, as you can see, because I threw a Scorpio, I'm playing it. I think it's the human class. I beat this game once as a Gunzerker. I didn't want to do the same one again. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm going to have to start this Let's Play series off as a level 9, and a little bit through the game. But honestly, I think that's kind of for the better, because the first few missions and levels, it's sort of more of a linear game, and I really like that this game is RPG and, free roaming. So right now I got to find the bloodshot signs, which really I just got to go through a few waves of enemies. So I got 3 out of 7 left, and yeah, for those of you who have never played any of the Borderlands games, be it 1 or 2, that's probably something you should fix, because Borderlands is fucking amazing. I really started off gaming, I was playing only linear games like Call of Duty and Halo and Gears of War. I really like the idea of RPG games, but I never really did play them because they were just too complicated and too big and too much to figure out. This game really... It appeals to both, linear first-person shooters. I really like how the game mechanics and the controls are much like Call of Duty or your average given first-person shooters. Because most RPGs are some kind of fantasy games, which I mean, do what you want, but that's personally not my style of gaming. I don't really like it. So this game really did mix, RPG. Fuck me, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully I don't die too much during this Let's Play. But yeah, most games I feel like Fallout and Skyrim has real-time action, but it doesn't really have guns. I really like Fallout. That's actually probably my favorite game of all time. I'm not knocking it. But that has kind of more of a strategy way to kill other characters. Yeah, there is first-person shooter in it, especially you can aim down sights and stuff in New Vegas. But it still isn't as fluid as Borderlands is. Not saying that Borderlands isn't anyway a better game. I mean, it's up for the debate. I personally like Fallout better, but I still really like how you can aim down sights and just how it has that kind of twitch shooter that makes first-person shooters so popular. And it still has a lot to do, and there's a leveling up, grinding, element to it, and the quests and everything. It is. There's also vehicles. This is a lot to do in this game. Great game in my opinion. But yeah, you ever have those days? I know I've talked about this before on my channel, actually, so trying not to be redundant. But when you don't do anything all day, well, my mom's been gone for the past 2 days. Well, she's been at work, and because we had Thanksgiving break, my mom works out of school. But I had a few days extra because I'm starting a new school, but it takes a little while for the paperwork to go in. So I was playing video games nonstop lately. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands, a lot of Fallout, a lot of Payday the Heist. It was like $2 on Steam or something like that. By the way, for those of you who have Steam, did you know that you can sell your trading cards? I did not know that. I almost made $1 so far off all those little items and stuff, because I'm not going to fucking use them. So that's kind of cool. I really like Steam because you can have $2 and still get hours and hours of entertainment out of a game. Unlike on console. The only thing I don't like is that certain companies, like Activision, their fucking games are still like, how much? I think Call of Duty is still $20 for all of them. Even for the very first Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is $6 at GameStop on Xbox and PS3, $20 on PC, where there's zero cost to the company to give you the license and the file to download it. So I mean, there's probably a little bit of, technical support costs, but it's still they make so much more money off of digital sales than something where they had to manufacture and make themselves. So I think it's ridiculous that games could ever be more expensive on digital rather than a physical. Well, that was a fucking easy battle. I thought I was going to lose that, but it just kind of stopped moving. What's in this crate? And so a big part of Borderlands, once again for you guys who don't know, is really basically about looting. You destroy a camp or area where enemies spawn, and then you can loot all their guns and their ammunition. And they have this really cool system where this is the way Woody's Gamer Tag explained it. So, in Call of Duty, for example, if they have an M16, a silencer, and 15 camos, that's one gun with attachments in Call of Duty standards, but for Borderlands, they count that as 30 guns, because there's 30 different options. So there's a ridiculous amount of variety in guns, because, they change, different things like the stats, the power, the rate of fire, the magazine clip, the skin, whether or not it has any kind of sight or scope. They might have, some with single fire, some with fully automatic, some with 3-round burst. So it gives a huge variety to guns, and it makes you stop at every single box that you see in. Shit. I'm not off to a good start with this battle either. I think I'm a little bit under level to doing this mission. I'm gonna have to do some side quests. But yeah, so when I think about doing this Let's Play, because it is very hard to think of things to talk about and play a game at the same time, as I mentioned many times in my videos, is only showing the main quest and then not filming the side quest so I can level up. And because if you play just the main story, there's no way you're gonna be able to beat it just because you're gonna be so under level. You're gonna have to do some side missions and set some side task and shoot a lot of enemies to keep up with the enemies that you're battling throughout. Because it's not, in some RPGs, as you level up, the enemies level up, so if you don't level up, so there's not really any point in leveling up. But in this game, each mission is already set before you even unlock it to being at, it's suited for somebody who's level 20. So if you do a lot of side quests and you're 25, then it's going to be like, playing on easy mode. But if you're level 18 and haven't done any side quests yet, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I like it. Wow, voice crack there, how embarrassing. I really like it in games when there's two factions of enemies, like as you can see those ant things, the spider ants, and the nomad were fighting. I like it, like in Halo when they have the Flood and the Covenant fight each other. It really makes it feel like an actual war zone, and I know I keep saying this a lot, but it really adds a whole nother element. It makes it a different way to play, because you can either, shoot, you can either kind of team up, you and the nomad or you and the spider ant can team up on the other, and then have an awkward battle after that. That's what I always felt about the Hunger Games, is that they're always like, oh yeah, you gotta make allies and stuff like that, and make alliances. But eventually you're gonna have to kill each other, so how fucking awkward is that gonna be, especially if you get attached to them? I'd rather not know the poor cocksucker before I kill him, personally. Oh shit, we got a badass over here. Oh! This might be the end of me. Come on, come on, come on. Die, motherfucker, die! Oh, I wish I could reload faster. I wish there was like a midget psycho over here. God damn it. I'm sorry about this. Oh, next mission, hopefully I'll be a lot higher powered. So, that way it'll be more enjoyable to watch, because I won't keep dying. But I'm gonna fucking upload this video anyways. Fuck it, nobody's watching. Yeah. This game was, I believe, $8 on Amazon, and for a day was on that price on Steam. Great fucking deal. I don't know why you would pass that up. It's honestly one of the best games ever made. But, of course, as I keep saying, Fallout is, in my book, the #1 game. I think Grand Theft Auto is definitely up there. Grand Theft Auto 5 to be specific. I would maybe put Call of Duty 4 on there. I know Call of Duty has a lot of, like, negative, it has a negative status, I guess, in the gaming community. I don't really know how to word that. But Call of Duty 4, I believe, is probably one of the greatest online multiplayer shooters ever. A lot of people are probably going to argue Battlefield. While I think it is a great game and I respect its graphics and how big the maps are and how realistic it is, I find it boring, and I really don't like... The graphics are amazing, like they're very appealing to the eyes and like very realistic. But something about the way it plays, like the characters don't pop very well. I don't know. I'm just not a big... I've never really did get into it. But I see a lot of people do not like these graphics because it looks very cartoony and it just doesn't look very realistic. I personally love them. I think they look so appealing to the eyes. It gives it... It makes you feel like you're in this, whole other world. It really immerses you, and that's what I try to get the most out of a game, is how you get like into the game. Like in Fallout, for example, I feel like I'm in a post-apocalyptic world, and I like how you can have different choices that equal different outcomes, because you really feel like you're in control. Whereas when Call of Duty, it's like, okay, go into this room. There's no other route you could take. Shoot a wave of enemies, another wave's gonna come, little video, it's just so predictable. That's why I don't really like action movies unless they bring something different to the table, or at least make you excited. Like, I love it in movies and TV shows when I'm gonna leave this little wave of enemies. I think I'm good for now. But I love it when they kill off main characters, because it makes you thrilled. It makes you on the edge of your seat, because when you watch, like, a Die Hard movie or something like that, I know it's supposed to be mainly to like Die Hard and stuff. And while it is a good action movie, that's really all it is to me. Is just an action movie because you know Bruce Willis isn't gonna. John McClane, that's his name. Shit, I thought I could go down there. Fuck me.